What is up, my maker friends? Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Kerri, and I've got a YouTube channel called Mama Dares to DIY, and I, just like my name says, dare to DIY. Y'all, I'm here today because I get to kick off a super fun 4-day sale for y'all. This 4-day sale is Amy's Early Bird Black Friday sale, and every day you're going to get a different deal, and I get to kick off day one. Day one's deal is 15% off of Amy's brand new Glacier Acrylic resin. If you've always wanted to check out this resin, this is your time to do it because it's 15% off along with all of the molds. This is a really fun medium to play around with. I admit I was a little bit intimidated. It kind of scared me a little bit at first because the whole chemical process of trying to make it work and what if I mess it up? Y'all, you cannot mess this up. It is super easy to do. I'm going to walk you through a really quick project today, and you can do this. It would make a great Christmas gift. Before we get started, let me know, are you watching this live or are you catching this on a replay? That's enough talking, y'all. Let's hop on the workspace and let's get started. Okay, y'all, here's our workspace. We've got our alphabet mold here. Y'all, this silicone resin mold is huge. You've got all your letters of your alphabet, and you've also got your numbers 0 through 9. So you can literally make anything you want to with this great mold. We've also got our Glacier acrylic resin, parts A and part B. I've got my resin silicone cups. I've got something I can stir with. And then y'all, we are going to be using some gold mica powder today in our resin. Look at this. Oh my stars, it is beautiful. Okay. So we are just going to take equal parts of part A and part B of our resin. And we're going to stir those up together. But first we need to measure. So I'm going to take equal parts. I'm going to pour them into my cups. And this part is super important, and I'm going to give you a little tip. Whatever top you take off of your resin, make sure you put that same top back on. You don't want to mix and mingle your tops because you might accidentally glue those parts together. Ask me how I know this. Trust me when I say, don't mix your tops up. So we've got our equal parts measured out. And I will tell you that this part A is just a little bit thicker than part B. So when you're mixing up your resins, it's easier if you pour your part B into your part A. Mixing is sort of like a chemical process, so this is very, very important. When you mix up these two parts together, you want to make sure that you stir it for at least 3 minutes. I've got one that I've already got done off camera, so you don't have to sit here and watch me stir this for 3 minutes. But that is a very, very, very important step. Also, don't take and whip. You don't want to just whip it super fast. You want to stir slow. And I like to just take my little popsicle stick and turn it around like a mixer. Keep scraping your sides as you do that. So I'm just going to swap out this one for the one that I've already got done ahead of time. Okay, and here is the one that I mixed up ahead of time. I do like to let it set for just a few minutes, just so that any bubbles come to the top and they're going to dissipate. I don't want to have any bubbles in my resin. So next I want to mix in my mica powder. Y'all, this mica powder is so pretty. And it only takes a tiny little bit of this mica powder. I'm talking like the tiniest amount. I'm actually just going to put it in with a little brush here. You can see I've just got a little spoonful. And you can put as little or as much of your mica powder that you want to. I still want mine to be slightly translucent. I want to still see the sparkle of the gold, but I want it to be mostly clear with just a little bit of that gold sparkle. If you want yours to be very, very gold, then you can add more. But y'all, mixing up is the most important step. Before I pour into my mold, I actually like to pour back into my other cup because it makes it easier to clean. That way this is going to harden and it's going to make it super easy to clean. The same with this one. Your resins are actually going to harden together. Look how pretty that is. Can you see the gold? I might actually want just a little bit more, not a whole lot more. I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with this after my initial dries. These would make awesome Christmas gifts. And I'm going to show you the finished project when we are done. Okay, that's got more of that gold sparkle to it. I like that a lot. Okay, so now is the easy part. All we're going to do is to just fill up our molds. You want to make sure that you're working on a flat surface. If your mold is not level, it's definitely going to show when it dries. And these silicone cups are so handy when you're pouring into your molds. When you pour into your molds, you do want to make sure that you go up to the top. And I've got several of my alphabets that I'm going to go ahead and pour because I've got the resin. I get quiet when I pour. Okay. Let's see. Let's do... trying to think of who all I'm making gifts for. I might have room for one more. And y'all, this is going to need to dry for 8 hours. This is not one of those instant gratification kind of crafts. You do have to sort of plan ahead and kind of get your stuff all planned out. Might actually have enough for one more. Y'all, a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Okay, I think I probably have enough for... let's see if I have enough for an M. I should have just gone ahead and done the whole alphabet. I had enough. Okay, I think I've got enough for an L. When you're working with your resin, you're going to have roughly about a 20-minute working time before your resin starts to harden. I have just a little bit more. Let me pour it into the J. So don't think you've got to like hurry up because it's going to dry in just a few minutes, because it's not. You do have quite a large working time that you've got. Okay, I'm just going to top off these. And these are, like I said before, they're going to take 8 hours to dry, but I'm not going to make you wait that long because I've got one already finished so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and move these off camera so that I don't get anything in this while I'm finishing up my project. Okay, y'all, here is the K that I did earlier, and it actually had time to dry. And after it dried, I just took my little hand drill and I put a little hole in there, and I just put a little eye hook in there, and then I just attached some chain to it with a couple of jump rings. And Amy has some of this available in her kit, and you can also get your little jewelry tools off of Amazon along with your little jump rings, and they are super easy. You just open those up. The little rings just open right up. And I've even found this little tool on Amazon as well. And you just put your ring in there and open it up like that. Super duper easy. But y'all, look, this is what I'm going to do for my Christmas presents. I also ordered these super cute Pom Pom Keychains. I added in a little charm, and then I'm going to add in a little initial. And I'm going to give these to my friends as Christmas gifts. You can also get these keychains too. These are wood beads. You can get these in silicone beads as well. And I think it would be so pretty to customize each initial to match your friend's theme or whatever is their favorite color. You could even match their initial or their birdstone. I think that would be really pretty. But y'all, I want to take this just a step further, and I want to add a little bit of gold leafing. The keychains that I picked out are a really, really pretty bright gold, and I just want to mimic some of that. So I'm going to grab some of my gilding size. And a paintbrush. I'm also going to pull my gold leaf sheets. Y'all, if you have never worked with gold leaf before, you have got to try it because it is one of my favorite things to do these days. I want to gild the back of this. I'm just going to paint the entire back with my gilding size. And then I want some of that to spill over on the edge. I don't want the whole edge, like I don't want to paint the entire thing. But I do want it to kind of peek under the bottom there. Now, the trick to gilding size is not to let it dry too much. You want to just let it come to tack. And by come to tack, that just means you want to let it dry a little bit and be a little bit sticky. And the way that you can test if it has come to tack, you'll take your ring finger and you'll tap it. And when your ring finger sticks to it, then you know you're ready for your gold leaf. Go ahead and put this top back on here so I don't spill it. I'm a messy crafter, y'all. And I'm going to put this in my water so I can wash it out. Now, we'll give this just a second, and I might actually have to pull my ring finger out of my glove. I can probably take my gloves off because I'm through working with my resin. And when your finger sticks to it, that's how you know it's time to gold leaf. Oops, I guess I have to take my gloves off now. I totally ripped a hole in my gloves. It's been one of those days, y'all. Okay, so after our gilding size has come to tack, we're just going to flip over a piece of our gold leaf. And I'm going to hold it like this with one hand. And I'm just going to attach it . And now I'll use a paintbrush to just stick that down. then your gold leaf is going to stick to that gilding size. If you wanted to, you could definitely go up your sides a little bit more, but that really wasn't the look I was going for. Look how pretty that is. Now, I'll also keep a little container with my scrap pieces of gold leaf because you can actually use this when you're doing some of your resin projects. Just drop a little bit of that gold leaf down into your wet resin and it kind of encapsulates it. It turns out so pretty. Wouldn't this make a great Christmas gift? And these keychains are not that expensive. You can go online and you can actually buy them in bulk, the little fuzzy keychains or the little wood or the silicone keychains. You could actually knock a bunch of these out in one day because you could pour all of your little initials first and then you can come back the next day and you can put your jump rings on. Okay, so now all that's left to do is just to burnish in that gold leaf. I just love the way that this looks. Now I'll just grab my little pliers and I'm going to open up that last jump ring. And then attach it. And that's it. This is such a fun and easy project. Like I said, think about Christmas gifts. These would be awesome for that. And y'all don't forget, you do have a 15% off discount today as part of our early bird Black Friday sale. Isn't that cute? So cute. Y'all don't forget, this is day one of our early bird Black Friday sale, and you are going to get 15% off of not only your Glacier Ice resin, but also all of the molds. Be sure to check back tomorrow for another discount. I've got to run for now, but until next time, happy DIYing, y'all.